Alright friends, so let's tech up first, I think. So, I've been using this setup here, which is just a crafting station from Tinker's Construct next to a chest. And I've done this many times before, and it's good. But I also like having a project table. And there's a mod I'd love to try called Steve's Workshop. It's a pretty cool mod. It's made by VSWE, really good. You know, you see a lot of amazing mods from him. And basically what it requires is that we get a little bit, well, we need a little bit more iron, a little bit of stone. Let's toss this in here. And let's see if we can just make this outright. So if we go like this, and then or actually like this, and then question mark this, we should be able to. Now, one of the reasons I don't like this setup is because it makes it difficult to do NEI. So let's go ahead and pull out 2 of those. Now this goes in the top. Yeah, planks go on the top. And cobblestone goes all on the bottom, so easy enough. Now this is a very different kind of device than most project tables, in that it's a lot more configurable. So let's go ahead and pull this out. If we go ahead and plop it down, we'll see that it's not too much of anything special. In fact, it has essentially nothing in it. So let's go ahead and craft some upgrades for it, shall we? We'll need 2 of these, and we'll need to make 2 crafting tables, right? Similarly, well, I guess I should have done 2 actually. Let's make 2 furnaces. And now if we go over here to the upgrades, we can actually go ahead and put these, let's see, let's put that up there, let's put that there, let's put these on the bottom. So now you notice that things have changed quite a bit. And if we go, we actually have 2 crafting tables and 2 of these furnaces down here. And now we can go ahead and toss in fuel over on that side, and it will actually save it for us. So it's kind of nice, like it's a little bit better than a standard furnace, which just burns. So we can already use this to save a little bit. So we toss in some stuff, we slowly accumulate a fair amount of fuel, and you'll notice it doesn't go away. So that's a nice way to prevent loss. So for example, if I were to cook this up, it would only use exactly enough power to get rid of it. So right there, a big win compared to furnaces where you actually have to be quite concerned about wasting. You have to do 8 things at a time or more. Now, similarly, we can actually go ahead and give it a bunch of upgrades, including this extra storage upgrade. Let's, that's why I made 2, because I actually wanted that. Let's go ahead back over in here really fast before we're done, and let's make this into a chest. Craft these 2 things together, like so. And now we can go ahead and just toss this. This is a non-stacking works with crafting tables upgrade. So we can actually go ahead, I think we can put this here, and you'll see we actually get a little bit of extra, if we go over here, main, extra storage there. Now, let's see, is there any others that would be useful? Because we could actually get some extra stuff here. Input queue, production speed, charger, extra storage. No, we could make another extra storage, I suppose, but these are all fine for now. This is just nice to have because it means that we can do a couple things. Like, for example, I'm going to pop back over here and get a few things in my inventory that we'll need, but it's nothing too serious. By the way, can we do this old trick? No, we can't, can we? That's annoying. Artifice. What are you doing? What are you doing, Artifice? Okay, so for example, we're going to set up this to make pistons, because we need lots of pistons. So let's put in a few of these, this, and then we'll put, now what's nice is we can go over here, we can just be like, oh, well, cool, I can go like this and pull that out, and now, you know, put that in there. Now, if I want to go ahead and maybe put in, let's see, let's make this piston for now, and then if I want to make a few more of these, and then dump those over in here, we could go like this. Right. Now, if I pull up the piston, you'll note that it actually is like a project table and it keeps feeding forwards, but it feels a little bit more natural, so that's nice. I really like this. This will be how we go for about things. We can get rid of all these extra crafting stations, just a few production tables. And these actually have, you can see a bunch of automation and like transfer, and we could say fuel and like all sorts of things. Like we can actually tell it, if we pipe things in, it can automatically put them in the right place. So for example, we could make a hopper, put it on the side and tell it that's where fuel goes, and it'll just keep feeding in fuel forever. We could do a bunch of other stuff too, but we don't really need that just yet. For now, we're just sort of making our lives a little bit easier. from this perspective. So that's where our pistons will go, and we'll do the bulk of our work. The first thing I think we want to try working on, let's grab the pieces that we need, is I think we'd like to consider the possibility of making a little bit of power. So for that, I think that we could, there's a bunch of things we could use. We could use generators. There's a bunch of these from extra utilities, and they're kind of expensive. I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of expensive. Like, that's quite expensive for what it is. It's not a bad generator. It's just, I think that in this survivalist generator, but I think we're gonna try making a Stirling generator. For this to work, we're going to need a few things. We're going to need some of these pistons, and we're going to need some stone bricks and a furnace. So let's make sure that we have the cobblestone that we need. I think we can make a furnace out of this. So let's go ahead and make the furnace that we need. Nope, can't, because that's really terrible, actually. That's super annoying, and I don't appreciate it. Okay, well, I was hoping we could get rid of that stuff somehow, but I guess not. Let's go ahead and make the furnace. Now, can we actually go like this and then shift question mark? No, we can't. So that's still broken, but you know, at some point that'll just have to be the way things are. All right, so we need 2 of these. Again, this light gray stuff. You know what? You know what? You're garbage. Get out of my face, sedimentary stone. You're too soft for any practical use. You're too soft. Alright, so we need more of these, and I guess more of these. Right. And boop, boop. So now we got 2 of those. We also need some stone bricks, I think we need. So yeah, let's go ahead and pull out a little bit more of those. I think 8 is enough. So let's see, what else do we need for this? A furnace, some stone bricks. Okay, so yeah, we should have enough. Boom, boom. Boom. A piston. And stone brick on the top. There we go. Stirling generator. Let's go ahead and put that over... I guess we could put it right here for now. Right? That's pretty good. And then we could go ahead and I guess let's toss in some fuel, because I think it can hold... so it pulls out at 20 RF a tick. And it burns twice as fast. Now we can configure it. Let's look. We can do all sorts of really cool things with this. This has actually changed quite a bit since before. So we can actually tell it to pull or to push, right? Which is really cool. So we can tell it to push power. So we can tell it to push or pull items too. We'll disable it. Disable it. All right. Oh, whoa, weird. I don't like that at all. I don't like that texture. None. There we go. So that's going to burn up, and that's actually going to store a fair amount of RF a tick. So let's go ahead and use that as a battery for now. It shouldn't go down. And we'll see this vanish in just a sec. And now it won't decay, which is good. At least I don't think it'll decay. Hopefully not. There's other upgrades we can apply to it. But what we'd also like to do next is build a sag mill. This is another tool from EnderIO, upgradable quite a bit. And most of what we need is one of these fancy basic capacitors, for which we're going to need a little bit of copper. You can see earlier I smelted up some copper. Redstone, is that it? We need a machine frame. Oh yeah, we need a little bit of gold. So let's go ahead and just smelt one of these gold, because it's really valuable stuff, obviously. It's gold. What's great about this is that we can just smelt this up with minimal loss. And let's make sure that this is not going down. Nope, seems to be holding steady. Excellent. It actually is a real capacitor. Let's go like this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. This in the middle. And then what we need, redstone on either side. Yes, there we go, capacitor. Now, similarly, what we're going to need to do is make a little bit of iron grating. Now, I think, let's make sure, do I know that recipe again? Yes, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can do there. Now, all we have to do is just grab a little bit of flint, put that at the top, put this in the middle, iron around the edges, and the pegs. We have exactly enough for this to work. Excellent, excellent. We'll toss this in. Now, this is kind of cool. Watch, we can go like this. Put this down. This is going to start filling up on power by taking off from the generator. So, perfect. Exactly what we want. Now, interestingly enough, what we can do... is we can get rid of like this. We can ask it to push items. So we can say push, right? So that'll actually output. Now, if we go ahead over here and we say transfer, and let's say for this furnace over here, we say the right side will enable input, right? This is pretty slick. What we can do is actually, this device, just to be clear, is a typical OR multiplier. So let's go ahead and put in some gold, right? Just a wee bit of gold. Toss that in, and now this machine will process. It'll kick around for a sec, and then it will output some gold. Like so. 2 gold. And then it gets pushed. And if we go over here, we'll see that we're actually smelting gold powder. Right? So that's all going out right there. Now, I think we can actually ask it to do output. Now, I'm not sure exactly. I think we have to actually have an auto push upgrade. Let's see if we can. Let's see what that would take. Push. Never mind. That's really quite expensive. So let's go ahead and have that be output. And if we look, we've got 2 gold bars right there. Fantastic. So all we need to really do is get something that can pull the bars out and into our own space. And then we can kind of go about moving all this stuff here. Because I guess it was a little bit ill-considered to put this so close to the edge, and I don't want to break it because then we'll lose all our power. And this is actually not too bad a use of things. So we can go ahead and start grinding up ores and actually have them go and push out. So give me just a sec to think about this. Let's just grab a little bit of glass here from this other furnace. And I think what we could do is make a redstone engine. You with me? You see what we could do here? We can make a redstone engine and just a little bit of, we have another piston here. Fortunately, we can make a few of these and we have that set up kind of project table wise. I think that this would be perfect for us because what we'd like to do is first start by making a, well, I guess we actually need 3 of these because we need to start by making a chest, and that'll be the output where our smelted ores go. And then we'll go ahead and do this. We'll appeal to Buildcraft, I think. This will be great. I haven't used Buildcraft in a long time, so we've got wooden transfer pipes. Buildcraft has actually been significantly reworked. It's actually a really, really amazing mod now. It was kind of languishing for a while, I suppose you could say, but that's not the case anymore, even remotely. It's an extremely active and exciting mod. There's a really big community around it, and it's got a lot of new features over the last few months. So then what we need to do is get some power source to pump that out. Now, a redstone engine is actually pretty simple to make. Let's go ahead and make... I can almost make this in memory. I've been making these for so long. It's kind of funny, actually, when you think about how long I've been making these. Boom, boom. Let's get those. And then we need a piston. 2 gears. Bit of glass. And 3 wood, I think it is. Yes. There we go. Redstone engine. And then, of course, to finish it off, we need a lever to provide a redstone signal, because otherwise it'll just, not stay on. Now, these guys are free power, very, very small amounts of power, but really actually quite good for what we need here. So let's toss this down. Let's get that going. Now that should, in a sec, start to, there we go. As you can see, it will draw out the gold. So we actually have a fully automated line here. Now, it's pretty raw, but what we're going to need to do is make a hopper. So let's go ahead and start this glorious process off by getting the materials that we need to actually make a hopper. Now, we're going to need to make sure to keep everything fueled here. So we'll probably need to make 2 hoppers. Let's go ahead and get this in here. Let's go ahead and get this, at least some of these things in here, because otherwise we're going to run out of things to smelt. And let's also set the transfer here so that the top is input for fuel. Yeah, this is fantastic. This is actually really cool that we have this, and this can also serve as crafting for us too. So we're also, holding up. And we'll have a few of those in a minute, and that should be really easy. So there we go. Really, really simple, low-key, not very efficient, but flexible ore processing pipeline that'll get us pretty good results. And look, we actually get a couple of little extra things here. So that's cool. Like we get a little bit of ferrous metal. So this is not unlike thermal expansion's extra stuff. And that's so cool, by the way, that these systems can auto push. That really, really helps make them neat. So there we go, auto push on the top, and let's go ahead and get that hopper made. We should have enough now. Ah, indeed we do. Fantastic.